Archangel Michael says, God says, this is not just a message. This is an emergency broadcast from heaven, delivered in urgency, soaked in truth, and surrounded by angels who refuse to stand down. Right now, a spiritual siren is blaring through the atmosphere. It's not just noise. It's a divine alarm sounding just for you. Something has been set in motion without your consent, and the consequences are heading toward your door. You weren't supposed to see this. You weren't meant to know yet. But because of mercy, the heavens ripped open the veil. You've been chosen to know the truth before it strikes. Type Amen if you feel your spirit awakening. There is an official-looking document, a warrant, a name attached, a location pinpointed. And yes, it's yours. But this isn't justice. This is manipulation. Your identity has been entangled in something dark. Someone whispered your name in a meeting where your spirit was never invited. And now, a police officer is unknowingly carrying the fruit of deception. On paper, in print, sealed and ready. But here this God has intercepted the plan before it can manifest. The trap was planted long ago. The deception began when someone familiar turned unfamiliar. A woman. She was once kind, warm, approachable, but behind your back, she became a strategist of betrayal. She remembered moments you forgot, stored conversations you brushed off. She wore friendship as a disguise while digging your spiritual grave. She spoke about you recently, not in truth, but in venom. When asked, "Do you know them?" she smiled and said yes, then twisted the truth with her words, feeding the fire of confusion. Type, God is revealing the truth. If you sense this speaking directly to your heart, someone in power believed her. Someone in uniform now carries documents created from illusion. They aren't trying to hurt you, but the assignment behind the paperwork is not of light. It's spiritual warfare wearing earthly clothes. But heaven is not idle. The angels assigned to your life have entered divine formation. They're not panicked. They're not confused. They're prepared. One stands at your door, 2 by your windows. 3 are circling your name in heavenly light. They are ready to fight, but they require your awareness. This message isn't for entertainment, it's for activation. God says, I have already started disrupting the process. I've touched the hand of the officer holding the file. I've blurred the vision of those examining the records. I'm stirring the conscience of someone in authority who will pause and ask, does this feel right? You are not going to prison. You are not going to be ruined, but you were about to be delayed deeply. This attack wasn't just legal. It was financial, emotional, spiritual. The real enemy behind this never wanted your name. He wanted your momentum. Because something divine is coming your way. A release, a restoration, a relationship. And if he could cloud your mind with chaos, he could steal your clarity right before it arrives. Type, I cancel every setup in the spirit. If you are declaring this with authority, God says, I have seen the conversations. I have read the forged documents. I have listened to the recordings that were edited and manipulated. But now, I'm speaking a louder word. A word that shakes systems. A word that stops wrong hands from pressing forward. You will begin to feel it. People acting strange. Someone asking about your past. Odd messages. Random calls. Don't panic. This is the ripple of a trap that failed. Let the ripples remind you that the wave never reached you. There is still a woman behind this. Yes, her spirit is heavy now. She knows what she started is spinning out of her control. She wanted control. She wanted revenge. She never expected heaven to intervene. But now she is spiritually exposed. Her peace is cracked. Her silence will not protect her anymore. And God says, you must remain quiet. Don't fight back with words. Don't explain yourself to people who only listen to gossip. This is not your battle. It's God's courtroom now. Type, "Heaven fights for me," if you are choosing peace over panic. The angels are not just guarding your door. They are rewriting timelines. A reversal has been ordered. A supernatural document has already been signed in the courtroom of heaven. Case dismissed. False evidence erased. Your name vindicated. You will notice the shift. One by one, people will pull away from the accuser. Messages will come to you. People will say, "I don't know why I believed them." Others will confess what they heard and felt wrong about, but didn't know how to tell you. The masks are falling, not just hers, but everyone who sided with her. God says the next 7 days are delicate. They are sacred. You may feel pressure, resistance, heavy thoughts. Don't give in. The spiritual attack was aimed at weakening your vision before the breakthrough. But now I have restored your eyes. You'll see what you couldn't before. Watch your dreams. Names will appear, faces you didn't expect. Don't be afraid. It's spiritual intelligence. Your spirit is now operating at a higher level. You will hear motives before they speak. Feel deception before it's verbalized. This is the result of fire. But you did not burn. You are being promoted through the ashes of the accusation. Type, "I receive my spiritual promotion," if you know this was for you. That woman won't be able to access your name again. Her reach is broken. Her influence is dissolving. People are already beginning to question her motives. Her manipulation is losing power. Even the police officer will sense something off. He may hesitate. He may double-check. That's divine interference. And one phone call will come that confirms the reversal, not in panic, but in peace. Someone will say, "We need to revisit something." Don't be afraid. That's your clearance unfolding. God says, this situation was not random. It was the final obstacle before your overflow. I've removed the veil. I've broken the unholy alliances. I've shattered the secret sabotage. And now I'm restoring what she delayed. The money, the movement, the favor, and most of all, the peace you haven't felt in years. You will breathe deeply again, sleep fully again, walk freely again. This was not your downfall. This was your deliverance. And now, your next chapter begins, quietly, strongly, anointed, covered. If you read this to the end, you just walked through a spiritual courtroom and won. The gavel has dropped. You are cleared. You are called. You are rising. God says, you just stepped into a holy transition. What once tried to bind you is now beneath you. What once loomed over your head is now shattered beneath your feet. You may not see all the evidence with your natural eyes yet, but in the spirit, it's done. The file has been sealed in heaven. The verdict is clear. You are not guilty. You are anointed. You are rising. That woman who tried to derail your future, her words no longer echo in the ears of those in power. The whispers she planted are turning on her. People who once agreed are now recoiling. They feel something is wrong, even if they can't explain it. That something is me, says the Lord. Type, I break every curse spoken over my name. If you're stepping into this divine release, you've felt it lately. The spiritual weight pressing on your chest, the strange fatigue, the mental fog. That wasn't random. It was spiritual residue from a plot designed to suffocate your strength before your season of power. But now I am sweeping your atmosphere. Heaven is opening windows to pour oil over your head. Fresh oil, not recycled, not borrowed, but new. From this moment, your voice will carry more power. Your presence will carry more authority. Because this battle elevated you, even when you didn't see it. Your obedience to this message has shifted the outcome of an entire spiritual case. They expected you to respond in fear. They expected you to defend yourself recklessly. But your silence became your sword. Your stillness became your shield. Now I'm speaking for you. I'm thundering in places your voice never reached. I'm whispering in ears you never had access to. There's someone with influence, someone unexpected, whose spirit is being stirred on your behalf. They will make a decision soon, and that decision will break open a gate of favor. Type, "Let the gates open," if you receive this by faith. You are going to notice blessings that were previously blocked, now flowing without resistance. Emails that were ignored will now be replied to. Money that was delayed will now be deposited. People who were indecisive about helping you will suddenly feel urgency. This is not coincidence. This is recompense. I, the Lord your God, am paying you back, not just for the accusation, but for the time, energy, trust, and innocence stolen by it. And now I speak directly to your timeline. The rest of this year will not mirror the first. Your name will not be dragged again. The cycle is broken. You are exiting the season of defense and entering the season of dominion. And yes, others will begin to see it. They will wonder how you survived. They will whisper again, but this time, it won't be scandal they speak of. It will be the shift. They'll feel your peace, your glow, your clarity. And they'll wonder how someone who was almost taken down is now shining. And I will make sure they know it was me. Type, "God did it." If you believe your vindication will become your testimony. There's still a final ripple of movement. You'll hear strange updates. You'll feel moments of spiritual tension. But don't fear. It's just the last breath of the spirit of accusation being choked out by heaven. She, yes, the woman behind this, is losing her grip. Don't reach out to her. Don't message her. Don't revisit the old chapter. Let it close without commentary. Because the door she used to access your destiny has now been sealed with holy fire. Archangel Michael has signed the final order. The sword has been drawn. The decree has been released. This was not just protection. It was purification. This was a removal before reward, a cutting before crowning, a shaking before shifting. God says, I allowed the pressure to squeeze the truth out. I allowed the chaos to push the mask off, because I didn't want her near your next level. She would have infected it with control. She would have twisted it for her benefit. But now the infection has been removed. You are safe to rise. You are cleared for release. You are destined to walk freely in this next level without spiritual sabotage. So now walk forward, not nervously, not timidly, but boldly. Heaven is backing every step, and in the next 24 to 48 hours expect a divine sign, a strange conversation, a sudden opening, a confirmation in your dreams. It will not be loud. It will be specific, and you will know this was what God promised. This is your moment of holy reversal, of rapid divine justice. Because when God protects, He also restores. And when He restores, He overcompensates. You lost nothing. You are about to gain everything. And this time, no lie, no label, no legal threat can stop you. God says, the courtroom of heaven is still in session. Though the earthly paperwork is still traveling, the spiritual verdict is complete. The enemy has been sentenced. The accuser has been disarmed. And you have been crowned in silence. The ones who watched and said nothing, they are now feeling uncomfortable. Their hearts are uneasy. Their dreams are disturbed. Because my light is not just exposing the liar, it's revealing the ones who helped her, even in their silence. They thought by staying quiet they would escape accountability. But God says, if you stood by a lie, you will be corrected by the truth. There are names tied to her, quiet participants, silent shadows, but I am unearthing them now, not for your vengeance, but for your freedom. Because the chain wasn't just one woman. It was a network of agreement built on envy and gossip. But I am breaking every spiritual agreement made against you. Type, every unholy alliance is broken. If you believe this is spiritual warfare ending in your victory, you are stepping out of the cloud now. The fog is lifting. Your mind is clearing. You're remembering who you are. Not the version others twisted, but the truth of who I called you to be before the foundations of the earth. You will feel it physically. Your body will respond. The anxiety will ease. The chest pressure will release. The racing thoughts will settle. That's not random. That's deliverance. The atmosphere around you has been cleansed. The angels who surrounded your home have not left. They are now following you into the next phase. Into your job, into your court, into your bank, into your inbox. And their presence will shake things. You will notice strange delays, but these delays are protection. I am pulling your name off of old timelines and repositioning you for blessing. God says, do not mourn the relationships that fell away. They were infected. They were sent to study you, copy you, drain you. Not all friendships are from heaven. And the one who betrayed you, she wasn't your sister. She was a spiritual spy. But now, the spy is being silenced. She's losing influence. And soon her audience will turn, not because of drama, but because of divine exposure. Her charm will collapse. Her confidence will crumble. Her mask will rot in public view. You will not need to say one word. The exposure is now irreversible. The supernatural camera has flashed. What has been hidden is now being developed in front of all. And you, yes you, are being revealed too. Not as the accused, but as the anointed. Type, reveal the real me. God, if you're ready for divine vindication, you are being positioned in the very area the enemy tried to humiliate you. You are being hired where you were once rejected. You are being called into meetings you weren't invited to before. You will have access without audition. Because this season is not earned. It is granted. I'm not elevating you because of perfection. I'm elevating you because of purity. You didn't fight dirty. You didn't retaliate. You didn't compromise. You trusted me, and now I'm rewarding your restraint with results. God says watch closely, because what once moved slowly will now move fast. Lightning speed, acceleration, sudden confirmations. It will feel overwhelming, but it is orchestrated. This is how I restore lost time. This is how I reimburse stolen energy. This is how I prove that no lie lasts forever, and no enemy can hold a seat in a room I have reserved for your name. And now listen carefully. There is a final attempt coming, a last-ditch effort from the enemy, a moment where someone will suddenly reach out, offering peace, pretending it was a misunderstanding. But their heart has not changed. Their tone has. Their intent is to reopen a door I've just sealed. Do not answer. Your silence is your sword now. Your distance is your protection. Your disconnection is obedience. This was not a misunderstanding. This was sabotage. And your refusal to reattach is what preserves the blessing. Type I refuse to go back. If you're guarding your next level with holy fire, there is one more thing, says the Lord. The compensation. This wasn't just an attack of slander. It was theft. Your name was stolen. Your time was delayed. Your peace was robbed. But now heaven has activated your restoration. Expect resources to find you. Expect increase from unexpected places. Expect debt to shrink, bills to resolve, money to reappear. Funds that were tied up will suddenly become available. This is not luck. This is divine reimbursement. Every dollar that was delayed, I'm repaying it with interest. Every opportunity that was blocked, I'm reopening them at higher levels. Every door that was slammed, I'm building a better one just for you. And the very people who thought they shut you out will have to watch you walk in, without needing them, without begging, without explaining. Because I, the Lord, have spoken, and my word cannot return void. This is no longer just a message. This is a spiritual decree. It has been sealed by fire, released through truth, and sent directly to your soul, because what I am about to do will rewrite your life. You will remember this season, not for the betrayal, but for the divine turnaround that followed. You will say, "It was close, too close." But God stepped in, just in time. Type, right on time. Lord, if you believe this is the hour of holy reversal, I have not just cleared your name, I've cleared your path. You've been walking through fog, confusion, and fear, but now the fog is lifting, the traps are dissolving, and divine clarity is about to rest over your mind like a cool wind after a storm. You'll begin to hear again, dream again, move again, without second guessing, without overthinking, without carrying the poison of what was spoken about you. Because I, your God, am now washing your name in heaven's river. It is no longer stained by her words. It is no longer bruised by their silence. It is now stamped with fire, favor, and finality. This was the last storm before the sunrise. God says, I have just disarmed the spirit of delay that was hovering over your life. That invisible pressure, the constant resistance, the hidden hand that always blocked your progress. It has been severed. From this moment on, you will begin to move differently. People will start to treat you differently. Doors will open with less effort. Resources will begin to show up before you even ask, because you are now walking in pre-cleared territory. The way has been made. And now I reveal something deeper. The reason this battle was so violent, the reason the warrant came, the reason the accusation was allowed, was because the next season of your life is a threat to hell. Not a blessing, not a small gift, but a life-altering assignment. An assignment that requires purity. It requires discernment. It requires isolation from every counterfeit voice. So heaven allowed the attack, not to break you, but to filter out the wrong ones before the real stage arrives. And make no mistake, the real stage is coming. The influence, the authority, the wealth, the restoration. It's all on schedule. That's why this had to happen now. This fire was not to destroy, it was to purify. And now you are walking out of the fire, not burned, but branded, marked by God, distinguished from the rest, separated for glory. Type, marked and separated. If you know this is your final transformation, now, hear me. There is one last signature waiting to be written, one final divine document in the Spirit, an unbreakable contract between heaven and you. It is being sealed now, with oil, with blood, with authority. This is your scroll, the one that carries the assignments for your next chapter. It includes restoration of what was delayed. It includes the names of new divine connections. It includes the money owed to you. It includes the divine promotion, the unexpected favor, the open doors, the vindication. And I, the Lord, have just signed it. This scroll will now begin unfolding in the earth. In real time, people will look and say, how did that happen for them so fast? But they won't understand the fire you walked through. They won't see the courtroom that was held in the Spirit. They won't know the accusations you had to endure in silence. But you will know. You'll remember this day, this message, this moment, because today is not just prophecy. It's fulfillment. You survived the false warrant. You survived the emotional trap. You survived the spiritual ambush. And now you are unstoppable. Archangel Michael stands behind you, not with a warning, but with a banner of victory. Your house is still protected. Your name is still holy. Your future is still rising. And no one, not her, not them, not the system, can change what I, the Lord, have declared. You are free. You are cleared. You are chosen. You are next.